Hello and welcome back to season 2 of the Boys and Polos podcast. My name's Paul and I'm here with
Gavin, and season 2, we're back.
Woo! We're back.
But we got definitely a really exciting season ahead of us. Some fun stuff. Agenda for today: we got scores around the grounds, hot and not, overreaction, underreaction, where we make our very biased predictions for the table. Top 3 most impactful signings, and the Kane update, because as a Spurs fan, I had to throw that in there.
Yep.
And the look ahead, which has new rules.
Yes, there are new rules. Make it a little more exciting, a little more wagering.
So at the end of the year, you don't get completely bodied out.
Yeah, it's not like a 30-point deficit, but we had a close one last year. I know, for everyone who's still wondering, I will be posting the punishment soon.
It's coming soon. You want to make sure that Kane didn't leave, because we all knew that wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah, didn't leave.
All right, let's get them scores around the grounds.
Let's get it.
All right, starting off Friday game. Brentford.
Yes, sir.
I mean, 2-0 Brentford against the Arsenal scrubs.
Disappointing. Arsenal. Disappointing.
This is the 4th time in club history where Arsenal has played the opening match of the season, and the first time they've lost ever. So,
yeah. Especially against Brentford, a brand new club in the Premier League.
Good on Brentford. I mean, good job to them.
Great start to the season. I mean, your first time being in the Premier League and you pull out a win like that.
Yeah. Especially against a team that's supposed to be good.
Supposed to be, yeah.
Also, you know what I just realized? There were no ties this week.
Yeah, zero ties.
That's interesting.
Win or loss.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
All right, on to the Saturday games. We can skip the first one.
Nah, I think we'll announce this one. The best game of the week. Manchester United 5, Leeds United 1.
Wow.
Go.
I mean, Pogba was brilliant. Fernandez was same old.
Yeah, hat trick to start the season for Bruno. Quadruple of assists. 4 assists for the man, Paul Pogba. Great start to the season for United against a lackluster Leeds team.
Yeah, who expected that at Leeds?
Oh, no. No way.
They were so good last year, and they just looked out of shape. Out of form. But, Pogba especially, he's the one that surprised me a lot. He had 3 assists all of last season, and he just beat that total.
Yeah, he beat that
in one game.
It took one game.
Yeah, so Pogba's definitely going to be a very important player for you guys going forward.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah.
Key part of the title run.
Nah, I wouldn't go that far. Maybe your Europa League conference run.
Whoa. Okay.
All right. Well, Leicester 1, Wolves 0. Wolves without Nuno.
Yeah, without
Nuno.
But Leicester played fairly well. Great goal from Jamie Vardy, and I love this. Did you see the celebration?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. I feel bad for all Wolves fans around the world. Jamie Vardy went to the corner, started howling at you guys.
Yeah.
The ultimate troll. You gotta love him.
Yeah. Vardy's a fantastic player on the pitch and off of it. But
yeah.
You know what surprised me the most? Iheanacho didn't start, and he came on for a struggling Harvey Barnes.
Yeah, that is true.
He was rough. I was watching that game, and he was just giving the ball away left and right.
Yeah, a poor start for the young man, but we'll see. He'll get back into it. I have faith in Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes. Oh.
But next up, we got Chelsea 3, Palace 0.
Domination. Complete domination.
Bold prediction right here. Palace is getting relegated.
Ooh.
I think Zaha just can't do enough. I think he can't carry that team any further.
Did they lost their manager, right?
I believe so.
They sacked their manager? I think they did.
How can you not after that finish last year?
Yeah, but we'll see what Palace can do. Hopefully they can survive, but bad start to the season. What can you do against a Chelsea team that just came off a Champions League win?
Yeah.
Chelsea are looking dangerous this season. Very dangerous team.
Speaking of looking dangerous, Watford 3, Villa 2.
Great start to the season from Watford. 2 out of the 3 newly promoted Premier League clubs got a win. So
yeah,
great start for them. Great start.
Rough draw for Norwich though.
Ooh, yeah.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean Watford taking on an Aston Villa team that just lost the heart and soul of their club.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Grealish was instrumental in their road back to the Premier League. Barely kept them out of relegation. Led them into, I believe, 11th last year, or
yeah,
I believe it was around there. It was around 11th. Good season from them, especially coming off a season where they almost got relegated.
Yep.
And then, I mean, what are they going to do with all that money? $100 million for Grealish.
I mean, they had some big purchases. I mean, not huge, but like good purchases. They had Buendia. They got Ashley Young. So, old fellow, experience. They also got what was his name? He played in the Bundesliga. Oh, Leon Bailey. Bailey.
Yeah.
So I think Bailey got an assist actually in this game. So
for him.
Decent start for him. Danny Ings. Can't forget about Danny Ings.
Yeah, Danny Ings. I mean, he may, I won't say it yet, but he may or may not be in my top 3 most impactful signings. Yeah.
Great start for Watford. Ismail, I don't even know how to say his name. Sarr. Let's say Sarr with a great start to the season, getting a goal and showing how dangerous he could really be. I mean, I still remember, was it 2 years ago when he beat Liverpool with like, broke their undefeated streak. Great start for him.
And on to Danny Ings' former club, taking the L. Everton 3, Southampton 1.
Yeah.
I mean, expected.
Unfortunately, Southampton are not looking good.
Yeah.
Losing their heart and soul in the team, Danny Ings. So,
I mean, they still have Ward Prowse.
We'll see what they can manage.
Yep. Next up, Brighton 2, Burnley 1. I mean, 2 teams basically finished around the same spot, barely staved off relegation.
Yep.
And we'll see if they can stay up this year.
Maybe
see. They will, maybe not. But you know what's strange? Brighton scoring more than 1 goal.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Last year they had that streak where they didn't score, but they also didn't let up a goal for like 4 straight games, I believe.
They're just like a solid team. Like
they're solid defensively, but in games when they need a goal, they can't get it.
They can't score.
They can't score.
Somehow they manage it against Burnley though. So impressive start, right?
Good for them. Liverpool 3, Norwich 0, as we alluded to earlier.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. Tough draw.
Not much.
Norwich,
There's not much.
First game of the season, having to play Liverpool, with Van Dijk.
Rough draw for Norwich.
I mean, I really like the Norwich team, especially their young center mid, Todd Cantwell, or is he? I know he's I think he's a center attacking mid, but
I believe he's the 10.
Yeah, great baller. Love that guy. He's got potential.
And now on to the best day of the week, the Sunday games. We'll leave the best for last year. West Ham 4, Newcastle 2. West Ham doing what they did all of last year.
Impressive show for West Ham. Honestly, I watched the game. It was a great game. Antonio getting back in form. He did miss a penalty. He did.
Yeah.
But
didn't really affect the score though.
Yeah. But he scored like 5 minutes after he missed the penalty. So good on him. Redemption. I'm excited to see what West Ham can do, especially if they can keep what's his name? Declan Rice. If they can keep Declan Rice, I'm excited to see what they have in store.
We'll see what David Moyes has in his bag of tricks.
Yep, and lastly, the
best game of the week. Spurs 1, City 0. Heung-min Son coming through when it mattered without Kane.
Yeah, I mean,
what a performance it was. Nuno coaching that side to a fantastic win. Honestly, that's the best Spurs have played as a team in I can't remember how long. Probably
Yeah.
since when we beat City in the Champions League.
Great show from Spurs. City. They just didn't have a finish really. And if Kane can recognize that, it would be smart for him to leave. If I'm being honest, Spurs clearly don't need him. But
No, we don't need him, but we would very much want him to
yeah,
stay.
but I feel like his time has passed. If he goes to City, City are a championship team 100%. They're literally only missing that number 9 position.
I mean, they also need a better winger because it seems like Sterling is literally just trying to draw PKs.
I don't know. He was really impressive in the Euros, Sterling.
I mean, did you see him? Especially in the final, man was just trying to flop. He was just trying to get in front of somebody in time.
He was going crazy in the Euros. Like nobody could touch him.
Like against Denmark when he drew that PK where he got nicked and then slid 5 feet.
But like still, I want to see that Euro Sterling playing as City. But after the first game, it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. So
yeah. But I mean, well, we'll get into the Kane situation later. But I mean, I love Nuno joining Spurs. I think that was
great move for him. Move for him.
I mean, I thought that was the funniest thing when he left Wolves. There was no idea if he would come back, and then he just resigned and signed with Spurs.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we've always loved him as a manager. I mean, I believe, if I remember correctly, you took him as your manager in that budget video?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
He's a very good manager.
He's excellent.
I like him. Besides the fact that he buys like
a lot of Portuguese players
there is on the planet. I like him a lot. He's a great player.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And into hot and not, I mean,
excuse me, he's a great coach, not a great player. Great coach.
yeah. But our hot player of the week, Paul Pogba.
Yes.
Forced us, like I said before, had 3 all of last year. And also, like I said before, he's going to be the most impactful player for United going forward.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna decide if they do go on that championship run, or if they don't even make the Champions League. I feel like he could be. I feel like he could be that impactful. Because when he's on, he's on. I saw his thing, and it was Paul Pogba has everything, like the technique, the size, the agility, the speed, to be the best player in the world. But he's not because of his vision.
Yeah.
So if his vision improves, maybe we see Pogba take a tremendous step.
His attitude, if he wants to play, he'll play. If he doesn't want to play, he won't. It's simple. When Pogba's on point, if he's consistent this season, United are winning the Premier League. I am a United fan, but I'm being like, they're at least top 3 if Pogba.
Yeah, even me as a Spurs fan, I'm being realistic here. If Pogba goes out and plays like he did in that game every single game,
oh yeah,
you're winning by a landslide. Even if you get half of that, you're still in contention.
Yep. So great start to the season from Paul Pogba. Hopefully he can stay consistent. Hopefully United can keep him happy. And let's get into the not player of the week.
Not even a player, it's an entire team. Arsenal. Imagine losing to a team that has literally never played a game in the Premier League in their entire club's history.
I don't understand this. Like, Arsenal do better. This is sad to watch.
That was the funniest game to watch too.
You're supposed to be one of the best clubs in the world, and now Brentford are better than you guys.
Brentford support here at Boys and Polos HQ. I've been a Brentford fan since day one in the Premier League.
Day one.
Since from day one in the Premier League, obviously. I've been a Brentford fan.
What do you mean? I was born a Brentford fan. I came out of the womb wearing a Brentford. Bro. Like
as soon as they got promoted, I was like, I'm their fan now. Day one. Always been a Brentford fan.
Yeah. I'm just sorry, Arsenal fans. I know we have a lot. Very, very sorry. I don't know what to say. You guys are not good. You guys are not
You're
good.
not good.
You're just not.
You're the second worst team in London.
Yeah, you're gonna have
Oh
to.
no! I'm being very generous in saying you're better than Crystal Palace.
Oh
Very
yeah,
generous.
that would be a close game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Probably be 0-0.
Arsenal have fallen from great heights.
How the mighty have fallen.
Yep.
You know what I found hilarious? Like finish fifth, fire their manager. Finish sixth, fire their manager. Finish 10th. Oh yeah, you can come back for another season. Trust the process.
One more. Let's run it back.
One more. Run it back. It's so funny though. I mean, how the mighty have fallen.
Yeah. From the Invincibles to losing to Brentford.
Yep. Now, on to the most biased segment of today's show.
Yep.
Overreaction, underreaction, top of the table edition.
Okay.
So, who do you have in 20th?
Let's start from the bottom. Yeah. Let me get all the teams up so I don't forget anyone. Arsenal 20. No, I'm joking.
Of course.
In 20th place for my prediction of the Premier League season based on 1 week.
And pure guessing.
Southampton.
Ooh. You know what? I was actually thinking the exact same thing.
See? Great minds.
Southampton in 20th.
We're sorry, Southampton fans. It's just the fact that you've lost Danny Ings and there really is no more spark in that team.
Yeah. I just feel like they're going to take a huge step back this year. We saw them up to 4th. As I think they actually were in 1st for even a day last year.
Oh yeah, they were.
I think they were up there, and then they beat Liverpool, and then just when they lost to United, that signaled like they just threw up the white flag.
Yep.
Speaking of, I'm pretty sure don't they play United this week?
Do they? Oh no.
Yeah, they do.
That's
rough. Ooh.
That's very rough for them. Oh.
Will it be another like 9-0?
It might be.
It might
the way United are playing, it might be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Southampton fans. It has to be
19th.
All right.
I think I'm going Crystal Palace.
Crystal
Palace. I said before, I have them getting relegated. I just don't think they're good enough. I just don't. What I saw in that first game, even though it's Chelsea, like, what are you gonna do? That team is just it's a mess. It's a mess.
Yeah. I got in 19th Burnley.
Wow.
I wasn't impressed. 2-1 against Brighton. Brighton are one of the most solid defenses in the Premier League. They proved that last season, but I don't know. Burnley just did not show anything for me.
Putting up 2 goals against possibly the worst offense in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Like, that's awful.
Yep.
And you know what? That's exactly why I have them finishing 18th, which means I have all 3 promoted teams staying up.
Wow. Okay.
First, I can't remember the last time that happened. I mean,
that's bold. Yeah.
Well,
as much as I would like to join you, I have to be faced with the honest truth. I love Norwich. I've always loved their team, but sadly, they just don't have good luck. I don't know what it is. I mean, literally this week they're going to be playing Man City.
Mm-hmm.
How can you go from Liverpool to playing Man City? Like, they've been.
That's a rough stretch. Definitely a rough stretch.
It's a bad start to the season. I feel like if you want to do well, you have to have a good start. But I don't know. I just last time they were in the Prem, which was 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, because they got relegated and promoted again.
Yeah. So I was impressed. Their first couple of weeks, they did well. I'm pretty sure they did beat Liverpool one of the first games.
Yeah.
And then they just hit a rock, kind of just couldn't continue to progress. You know, they just stopped giving results, and they don't have a good schedule lined up for them. City, then they got Leicester. Oh my God, and Arsenal.
Oh, that's an easy one.
Yeah, but like still, then Watford, like it just doesn't look good for them.
Yeah, that's a rough stretch.
Very rough.
Now on to number 17, just staying up. I have Norwich.
Norwich. Okay.
I think they'll barely survive. I think it's gonna really come down to that last week where I
Yeah.
think Burnley, Palace, and Norwich are gonna be fighting out.
Yeah.
They're gonna be duking it out to try and see who gets that 17th slot.
Yeah. We'll see.
And
Who
I
gets
think
lucky.
Norwich, you know what, this is really far ahead, but I'm predicting a Norwich tie in the last week and Burnley and Palace losses.
Okay.
I mean, if they don't play each other, I have no idea if they do or not. But I think that's gonna happen. Those two teams are gonna get demoted or relegated. And you know,
It just has to be done, I guess. 17th for me, just barely making it like they do every year. Crystal Palace. They're gonna survive. They always somehow figure out a way to. So yeah,
just barely
Just-
maybe.
I see them barely surviving. 17.
I think if not this year, next year they get relegated. Because
Yeah.
unless they bring in like some major transfers, there's no way they stay up.
They're running out of time. They are.
And
really are.
Actually, okay, so Norwich. Oh yeah, never mind that. Norwich is. I'm changing mine up. I think Norwich is gonna get relegated because they play
Oh.
Spurs the final week.
Ooh.
Yeah, Norwich. I'm gonna switch out Norwich and Burnley. So
Okay, so Burnley stay up and Norwich
yeah,
are relegated at the 18th position. That sucks. That really
yeah,
does.
because okay, so Burnley plays Newcastle.
Mm-hmm.
Tottenham versus Norwich, and then where's the other one? Palace plays United.
Oh,
So Burnley will stay up in that.
yeah, I guess so. We'll
Mhm.
see. We'll
Yeah.
see. You never know.
Mhm.
16.
16th. I'm going Newcastle. I think
Really?
they stay right where they were. I think 16th.
Okay, this one's a hard one. Split between two teams. I'm gonna be with you. Newcastle as well.
Yeah.
16.
hmm Yeah, I just think they're just not good enough. I just don't think that Wilson can do enough for that team.
Yeah.
They just
15? 15?
15. I think this is my slot for Watford.
Oh, okay.
I think that's my slot for Watford. I think they'll drastically improve next year.
Uh-huh.
But I think for this year, I think 15th is fine for them. You stay up, you earn a little money, you go out and buy yourself a nice free agent or transfer.
15th for me, Aston Villa. I wasn't impressed by their first game.
Mhm.
I think it's a big mistake not starting Ollie Watkins, especially after the great season he had last season.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't see it happening. I don't see them staying. I mean, I don't see them getting top half.
Yeah. I mean, I was baffled by that because like why would you not start your best player?
Yeah.
Like it was it lack of fitness? Did he like show up to camp late and they just were trying to move him along? Was it injury?
Mhm.
Like why would you not do that?
Yeah. I don't
Which
know.
is why I have Villa at 14.
Okay. Villa at 14. For me, I'm sorry to all.
Oh my! I see you typing it in the Google
I'm
Doc.
sorry.
Oh my!
I don't know how to spell them. I'm sorry for all fans. Arsenal, you are 14th for
Let's
me.
go! Let's go!
It has to be said, you guys are not the same team that you've been. I don't know what to say. You guys suck. You guys are
My
bad.
thoughts exactly. I have them 13th.
13th for Arsenal. I don't know what to say. Arsenal, you're
Bottom half, baby.
You're not top half. You are not
Bottom
top
half.
It has to be said.
Bottom half. I think Arteta gets fired mid-season. I think they try and go into rebuild mode.
All right. 13th. I got Leeds. I love Leeds.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I shouldn't love Leeds. I'm a United fan, but I do love Leeds. And
yeah,
I don't know. I just feel like they didn't start the way they really wanted to.
Yeah,
5-1
definitely not.
Loss at United. Poor start for them.
Mm-hmm.
They just didn't look ready, I guess. I don't really know. They just didn't
for me, I think 12th is Brentford.
Brentford, okay.
I think that's still really good for them. I think that's fantastic for a club that's literally never been in the Premier League before. But I think 12th, that's a huge improvement for them. I think that's fantastic. And yeah.
Yeah, 12th for me is going to be Watford.
Ooh.
I'm excited to see what Watford can do. I have trust in Sarr. I think they're a scary team when they're on their day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I think that could be a nice team.
They got the cycling goalkeeper. You know, they got some good players. I'm excited.
So for me at 11, this is a weird spot for me. So I really, you know who I haven't put yet? Brighton.
Right? Oh shoot!
We haven't even talked about them yet. Okay.
No. Oh wait.
You know what?
Ooh.
I think that's actually a good spot for them.
Really?
I know that sounds weird, but I think Brighton, I think they're just like lockdown defense.
Yeah.
Like they're clamping up everybody.
I'm gonna make an executive decision, and I'm gonna be swapping 2 teams.
Straight up swap.
Straight up.
Wow,
Swap.
not even like moving them up, just a straight up swap.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna bring Aston Villa back up to 11th, which is a big
Think
step.
Danny Ings and Ollie Watkins carry them there?
I feel like they can. I feel like John McGinn got something in him. You know, I don't know. Looking at the other teams, I feel like Villa could beat every other team underneath them. And
yeah,
the team that is going into 15th, Brighton, they did a straight swap for me with Villa. So
yeah.
yeah.
I think, Brighton, I think their defense is just good enough. I think it's there.
Okay.
I think that's their whole.
I just don't think they can. As many 0-0 draws as you could get, it's not going to get you as many points as so.
But I mean, like you said before, you thought that Villa could beat all those teams below them.
Yeah.
That means Brighton can beat all those teams below them. And I think those are winnable games. I think if you get those wins, you don't take a lot of losses. I think you draw out a lot of ties. I think you can finish 11th.
Okay. I mean, it's a bold move.
Yeah. And now in 10th, this is my lead spot.
All right.
I think Marcelo Bielsa does what he needs to do to keep his team top 10. And I think they're just a good, solid team. I mean, I loved Calvin Phillips in the Euro. I thought he played great. I just think Bamford is a fantastic striker. Jack Harrison did he come back to
Yep, he came back. He re-signed.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so I think that team's good enough. I think they're 10th.
Yeah, okay. For me at 10th, I'm gonna have to put Brentford.
Wow. Top 10 Brentford.
I wanted to put them higher. I'm not gonna lie, but looking at the teams, I cannot put them higher. I feel like if they do have a good run, they might have like that miracle Sheffield run, like what did Sheffield finish in 5th or 6th?
Yeah, they finished. Yeah, I believe it was. They might have actually finished like 7th or. I think they finished 7th.
Still, I think
that's still great.
I think Brentford. I think a 10th place finish is very, very good for them.
Think they've got what it takes?
Yeah, I do. I really do.
All right. You know what? 9th. I think Wolves slots in 9th. I think Pedro Neto is definitely good enough. I think who is that young 19-year-old striker?
Fabio.
Yeah, I think he takes the next step, and I think he really comes into his role. I think Jimenez returns at some point. I think
he did. He has returned, yeah.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Wait, I didn't see him in the
I don't know. Did he play? I don't know if
I'm not sure.
I know he has returned though, because I saw him in
I just searched up Jimenez and it came up Jimenez Tobacco, Jimenez Wolves. Tobacco on top.
Did he play?
Raul Jimenez back to be as good as ever after return from skull fracture. He did play in the preseason game versus Stoke City. He scored.
Yeah.
Wow. Good. I mean,
he
with
did
him
start.
back, I think that team returns.
He played the whole game. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I think that team returns to 9.
Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you there. Wolves at 9 for me as well. Same reasons. I think Ruben Neves. I feel like Ruben Neves is gonna step his game up. I have faith in that team. That team it's a good team.
Yep. Okay, now this is where it gets tough.
Okay.
All right, so the remaining teams for I think it's for both of us. So at least the remaining teams for me are Liverpool, West Ham, Spurs, City, Leicester, Chelsea, United, Everton.
Damn.
So I'm gonna go with Everton at 8.
I'm going to do the same.
I think
They just
you
don't
know
have-
I think until it gets top 3, I think we're gonna be somewhat unanimous because like
I don't know.
I think Everton's just an 8th place team. They just are.
I have some crazy thoughts. Crazy thoughts.
Okay, now at 7.
I know who I have.
The question is, do I believe in West Ham enough?
I
And
do.
I don't think so. I think they're 7th. I think the other teams just got better. I think the other teams just got better above them.
Okay.
I think they improved much more drastically.
Mm-hmm.
So I think West Ham at 7.
All right. Bold decision. For me at 7, I got Leicester City. You know,
Oh wow!
I just don't think they can
Wow.
replicate this season they had last year, especially without Wesley Fofana. He got
Mhm.
seriously injured in preseason.
Yeah.
But I know Leicester did buy Yannick Vestergaard from Southampton.
Hmm.
So, you know,
Yeah.
okay, an
yeah.
okay replacement, but I just don't think it's going to happen again. I think 7th is where they max out.
I think I'm gonna go with 6, just because, like, for the same reasons. I just don't think their team can replicate what they did last year. And I mean, we saw down the stretch that team just couldn't hold up in the biggest games when the lights were brightest.
Yep.
Because like you saw, they had so many chances to put it away and lock in their Champions League spot, and they didn't.
Yep. They
So
failed. They couldn't
throw 'em
follow
at
through.
6.
For me at 6th, I'm gonna have to. Ooh. You're gonna hate me for this one.
Don't do it! Don't do it! Come on!
Spurs.
You're better than this.
Spurs at 6th. If they
No.
if they play the way they did against City, then they move up to 4th. But
Only 4th?
yeah,
Okay.
they're gonna have. They just don't have that.
You know what?
You know?
All right. 5th, I've got Chelsea. You know what? I just think they're 5th. I don't have a ton of reasoning behind it, but I just think the other teams above them are just better. I think I don't I think Tuchel's a good manager, but I don't think he's as good as the guys above him.
Okay. For me, West Ham has to go in 5th. I can't put them in the top 4.
Yeah, not
just
top
can't.
4. No way.
It's not a top 4 team. I mean,
Mhm.
they played so well on Sunday.
They played well,
Sunday.
but they played Newcastle.
Still, they played.
It's can they do the same thing against the big teams?
Yeah, I mean, I was impressed by them, so I'm keeping them in
Yeah.
5th. For 4th, top 4.
Now into the top 4, and this is where the bias is starting to come out.
This is why it gets dicey.
But this is tough because I think any one of these top 4 teams have a shot.
We got 4. Okay, who are your 4 teams that you got left? You got United.
Spurs, United, Chelsea, not Chelsea, Liverpool and City.
All right.
Spurs, United, Liverpool, City.
I have Liverpool, Chelsea, City, and United. So let's.
I think I've got Liverpool 4.
4th. Okay.
I think I've got Liverpool 4. I think I didn't see enough out of them last year. And I understand they had all those injuries, but
Yep.
like I didn't see enough out of Firmino. And I
have to
feel like
agree with you.
he is the centerpiece of that team.
Yep.
Like he is 2 years ago, if you asked me, out of the big 3, the Mane, Firmino, Salah, who are
Yep.
you getting rid of? If you had to, I'd say Salah. Because Firmino was too important to get rid of, and obviously Mane is just a different breed. Now it's Firmino.
Yeah.
Now it's unanimously Firmino.
I have to agree with you. Liverpool in 4th. Firmino, they have to understand Firmino's not a number 9. He
Mhm.
plays as center forward. He is the deliverer. He
Mhm.
creates everything for Salah and Mane. And
Yeah.
if Mane and Salah are not producing, then there's nothing Liverpool can do. Fourth,
I think, yeah, I think the best spot, like the best formation for Liverpool to run would have Firmino sort of dropping in. You know that
Mhm.
formation where the two wingers are much higher than the
Yeah,
center
the
forward?
false nine.
Yeah, false nine. I think with a false nine, I think he'd be great.
Yep.
But we'll have to see because he's the most important piece for that Liverpool team.
For sure. Top three?
Now in third, I have to put Spurs.
Okay, Spurs
I
in
think
third.
I think definitely a huge improvement. I think Nuno leads them back into the top four.
Okay.
And I just think it's not even the team, it's the manager and what he can do with those pieces.
Yep.
Because in that game against City, he out Mourinho'd Mourinho.
Uh-huh.
Like he had Spurs basically with the same roster play a better counterattacking style than the guy that invented Park the Bus.
Yeah.
Like that, and that impressed me so much. I was ecstatic.
Third for me, I was unimpressed by them. City. Man City.
Yeah.
Third. If they don't get Kane, they're in third for sure. Maybe even lower.
Mhm.
They need to find an out-and-out striker
They
to help them.
They need a goal scorer.
They do. They need a goal scorer.
They need a goal scorer.
Without that, honestly, they could drop down to fourth or fifth for me.
You can't rely on your number 8 or number 6 to score your goals.
Yep.
You can't rely on Gundogan to be your number 1 goal scorer. You just can't.
Number 2?
Number 2 for me, I don't know. I have City and United remaining. And as much as I don't want to give United the top spot, I have to put City at 2. I just have to. I mean, it's not even like what City. I mean, like I just said, they just can't score. They just don't have that dynamic goal scorer like they did with Kun Aguero for so long.
Yep.
But it's just United's a better team.
Yep.
And
for me at 2, I have Chelsea. They won the Champions
expected.
League. They are a scary team. I'll tell you this: they are a heavy title contender. But we both agree for number 1. Manchester United, my club, the men in red, the Red Devils.
Why did I do this to myself? Why did I do this?
You picked them out. We know. Bruno is one of the best center mids right now. Paul Pogba, when he's on his game, is one of the best center mids in the game. If Jadon Sancho and Rafael Varane can help this team produce, we're on another level. Like once Rashford comes back from injury, if he is still consistently playing the way he has been, it's game over, guys.
I mean, you guys still got Cavani.
If Greenwood continues to play the way he is, if Maguire is still doing what he is, if Shaw plays the way he did at the Euros, if Wan-Bissaka keeps tackling like that, the team is complete.
Yeah.
Honestly, one more center mid, one like out and out number 6. If they get a center defensive midfielder, I think that's like a Champions League contending team. But right now, if you got Fred at the 6, then we have problems. That's the one downfall I see in United. I mean, their number 6 spot with Fred. I feel like they should have got someone like Goretzka from Bayern or Declan Rice. From West
Declan Rice seems like a United player to me.
Yeah, he does.
He just does.
Ndidi from Leicester. So
he doesn't seem like a United player to me. But I think Declan Rice definitely would be a nice fit. But I mean, and you also got Lingardinho.
Lingardinho on the bench. Like, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah. But he did say he might leave if he doesn't get adequate playing time.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's also fair because I mean, look at the season he had last year. He was dominant.
Fair. Yeah, it's fair.
All right, so my final table, we got Southampton, Palace, and Norwich getting relegated. In 16th, Newcastle, then Watford, Aston Villa, Arsenal, Brentford, Brighton, rounding out the bottom half. Leeds at 10, Wolves at 9, Everton at 8, West Ham at 7, Leicester at 6, Chelsea at 5, Liverpool 4, Spurs at 3, City at 2, United at 1.
Yes. beautiful.
I think, hey, but you never know. I'm gonna say one thing. If Kane comes back and plays like he did last year with Nuno as a manager, I think the sky's the limit for Spurs.
Sure.
I really do. I think, come on.
I don't know.
I mean, you saw they shut down City with Eric Dyer and Davinson Sanchez.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a tough one. I feel like they're better off without Kane, but you never know. I don't know.
You're never gonna be better off without the best striker in the Premier League.
I feel like they are because they don't have to rely on him. They play more like a team without him than with him.
Well, also you haven't seen Nuno's style with him yet. So
yeah, that's true. All right, my table: Southampton, Burnley, Norwich getting relegated. 17th, I got Palace. 16th, we got Newcastle. 15th, we got Brighton. 14th, we got Arsenal. 13th, we got Leeds. 12th, we got Watford. 11th, we got Villa. Then we got the top half. At 10th, newly promoted Brentford. We got Wolves at 9, Everton at 8, Leicester City at 7, Spurs at 6, West Ham at 5, Liverpool at 4, City at 3, Chelsea at 2, and my team, Manchester United, at 1, winning the Premier League.
Yeah. And you know my complaints. I think Spurs is a much better team than you're giving them credit for. But you know what? Let's move on before we get into any other arguments.
Yes. Next, we got the top 3 most impactful signings. Gavin has a list. I have a list. So, Gavin, let's hear yours.
So, I'm going with Grealish at number 1. I mean, I think he's the biggest signing. And I just think, I mean, imagine a 10 pair of Grealish and De Bruyne.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
That's
ridiculous. That's not fair in any way.
Yep.
At number 2, I have your guy, Rafael Varane. I think, even though his career has gone down since that World Cup where he was so dominant, I think he slots in perfectly next to Maguire, and I think they form a solid center back tandem. And with your outside backs what they are, and I think Luke Shaw has definitely taken a step up. I think now he's finally into the top 5 outside backs in the Premier League.
You're nuts. He's the best in the
No way. No way.
Last season he was the best.
He's not even the best on his team.
What? Last season he was the best left back in the Prem. I could tell you over 75% of Premier League watchers agree with me. I promise.
Okay, the only reason he was better than Robertson is because Robertson was basically playing center back because he had no other defenders.
Okay, yeah. But still.
I think
last season
with Van Dijk back, I think Robertson slides back into that number 1 spot. I think you still have up-and-coming players like Reece James. I mean, Chilwell's fantastic. And even I'm Shaw's better than him, but Marcos Alonso, I think he's solid. He's solid. Shaw is definitely above him, but Marcos Alonso is He's good enough.
Back in like 2016.
He scored. He scored the other day.
He scored. But like that old Alonso, when they won the Premier League, that was peak Alonso. Yeah. That was one of the best left backs I've ever seen.
And then number 3, I think I hinted at earlier, Danny Ings. I mean, I love Ings. I think he's a great player. I think he's the only reason Aston Villa would not get relegated besides McGinn and Watkins.
Yep.
Because I literally think that's their team. That is their team. And 3 players right there, that is their team.
Yep. Literally.
And then, honorable mention. I don't think he's top 5, but I think he's going to be a great signing. Christian Romero. You know, I had to throw him in there. I think if we can get Eric Dyer or Davinson Sanchez out of the back, I think we're much better off.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I think we're much better off. Hopefully Sanchez is so bad. And Eric Dyer he used to be a 6. He's never been a 4 or a 5. He's always been a 6.
They are both horrendous. It's sad to watch. But Christian Romero, we'll see what he can do.
Yeah.
For me, my top 3, at number 3 for the 3rd most impactful signing, I got Jadon Sancho. if Sancho can produce the way he did at Dortmund, he's going to be a key part of this United team, especially down that right or left wing. Doesn't matter where he's playing, especially with Rashford injured right now. It'll be perfect way for Sancho to start and to prove himself. Also gives, I guess, good company for him. Like he didn't have many English players around him back at Dortmund. Now he's got some of his closest friends. You got Jay Lings, you got the man, the myth, the legend, Marcus Rashford. You know, he's got people who he can, like, he's genuinely friends with there. So
yeah, and I think, I mean, this is where we've been rumored since 2018.
Yeah, they've been trying so long.
They've been trying for so long. I think the only reason Dortmund hung on to him is because they thought, hey, I mean, he's Haaland's best friend. Like he's Batman Robin. Like I think that's the only reason why he stayed there.
Yep. Number 2, Lukaku.
He's back.
What the hell?
He's back.
How did this transfer happen? Like,
I don't know. How old is he? I feel like he's been like 30 for the past 10 years.
I don't know. This man is a machine, though. He's built like a tank. He's one of the best strikers in the world.
He's only 28? What?
He's a monster. But if he can produce the way he did at Inter, Chelsea may win this Premier League and another Champions League. But
what? How is he only 28?
I don't know, man.
I thought this man was in his late 30s.
Oh nah, he's been built like a brick since like 18. So
oh my god. So how old was he when he was playing with United? Like early 20s?
No, like 25, like 24, 25.
24, 25. How? Yeah. I thought he was on the back end of his career at United.
Nope. He played like he was. And I'm hoping he plays like that again at Chelsea. I don't think he will do well.
I still
in my opinion. So I feel it doesn't make or break. I mean, you spend over $100 million on Lukaku. If he plays well, great signing. If he plays the way he did at United, not good. You know?
Yeah, I mean,
it's a big loss for them.
Yeah. 1 sec. I gotta grab something.
All right, no problem. We'll get back on Lukaku. I'll give you my number 1 most impactful signing. Not many people probably know this guy, but Buendia, the man used to play for Norwich. He got them into the Premier League. He was a key part of that team that got promoted. Came to Aston Villa. Decent transfer fee for him, like 37 mil, I think. But yeah, great signing for Villa, honestly. I think he's a really strong replacement for Grealish. Obviously, he's not on Grealish's level yet, but I think Buendia has the potential to get on Jack Grealish's level. Not now, maybe in a year or two, but
yeah,
if he puts that work in, I think Buendia can definitely be up there as one of the key parts of Villa staying in the Premier League and potentially getting in the top half. So
he's definitely a very quality player. I think he's going to be great. I think he's a great fit there. But you know what? This is the reason why I thought Lukaku was so old. I have this jersey from when I was like 3 years old. Like Lukaku Belgium jersey from like, what is it, 12 years ago?
This man, he's been a brick for so long. He just doesn't leave. He's that good.
Yeah. Now, possibly the most exciting part of this episode, the Kane situation, the update. Probably the most arguments will happen here.
All right.
I mean, okay.
I want to start. All right. Kane, I'm sorry, but Spurs are winning no matter what, right? If Kane leaves Spurs, Spurs get over $130 million, right?
Yeah.
They get crazy money. If Kane stays, Spurs keep probably the best striker in the Premier League on their team. So either way, it's a win for Spurs. And for Kane, at the end of the day, do you want to be a loyal man and try and win a trophy with the team you've been at, or do you just want to get that trophy you've been wanting all your life? You know, like
do you want to be a Giannis Antetokounmpo,
Yeah,
Or do you want to be a Kevin Durant?
exactly. You want to be a
Do you want to
snake?
be a trophy chaser?
Yeah,
Or do you want to be a
it's
homer? A
simple.
homer.
It's simple.
And you know what? I disagree with one thing you said, that he's possibly the best striker, because he is. And I'd say even at this point, outside of maybe Lewandowski, he's the best striker in the world.
Yeah, yeah, I'd agree.
And okay, so and the reason now you said over $130 million,
Mm-hmm.
like, and now some of you might be thinking, now that's a ridiculous amount of money. I mean, Grealish got 100 mil. Spurs turned down a $138 million deal from City.
Yep.
Like, it wasn't even like City asked. Spurs asked City, "Hey, we'll do like 138 million for Kane." They turned that down.
Yep.
Which means we could be potentially looking at almost a near $200 million deal, if not more.
Yep. One of the most, and who's the most? Neymar. Neymar for like $222 million, which is absurd, but yeah. He'd be close to Neymar's price, which is fucking nuts.
Yeah, City's that desperate.
They are that desperate, but
Yeah,
will they do it?
I don't know. It was Neymar for 222 mil.
Yep. I don't know. I don't know if City are that willing to do that. I mean, they need a number 9, and they need one badly.
Yeah. I think there are two scenarios I see. Mm-hmm. Actually, 3. So first off, I think if he plays versus Wolves, he isn't leaving. Okay. At least this year. Because I think once you're a game in, I think if they win that game, he's gonna be like, his attitude's gonna start to change. But I think here are the 3 scenarios. Kane returns for like a last dance, like Aaron Rodgers sort of thing, like Aaron Rodgers is doing now, like last dance, and Spurs have to sell him at the end of the year. They work out a deal where like, okay, I'll play one more season for you, but at the end of the year, you got to sell me. And then, scenario number 2, City realizes their gaping hole with the number 9. Yeah. Pay the ridiculous fee for Kane. And then the third, he stays at Spurs, and everything is happy-go-lucky for the rest of his life. I think number 3 is the one I'd most want.
Except the trophy he doesn't get, but
yeah.
At the end of the day,
hey, they wouldn't. They make Champions League this year. Maybe he stays. If we get some team success, hey, maybe you know what? Maybe we win an FA Cup. Maybe we win something. Maybe we win a trophy, and he's like, I love this team.
Yeah, I mean, you can't deny the man.
This is my home.
He's been loyal this long. He could have gone to Madrid a few years ago. So.
Oh yeah, he's been loyal. I think he just doesn't want to leave the prem.
Yeah, but I don't know. Is now the time to leave, or is he gonna wait?
He's like, I think it. I mean, obviously, if he's going anywhere, he's staying in the Premier League. Yeah, because he's like number 9 all time in Premier League goals, and he's only 28 or something.
Yeah, he said 28. I'm pretty sure that's one of his goals to break that.
Yeah, I think if he plays for the rest of his career in the Premier League, I think he could possibly even break Shearer's record.
Yeah, he probably can.
I think if he's within striking distance, because he scores 10 goals a season for the next, let's say, 7 years.
Ooh, that's a lot of years.
I mean, until he's 35.
Yeah, no, but he'll definitely put up more than 10.
Yeah. So, like, let's say he throws up 20 for the next 3 years, and then 10 for the 10 after that. Like, that's breaking his record.
Yeah, I think Kane can pull it out. Honestly,
I think he can do it.
Does he stay at Spurs? For me, it's how desperate he is. Not even City. It's how desperate Kane is to get that trophy. Because if he really wants a trophy that bad, because he's never had, he does not have a major trophy.
I mean, also, you can't blame the Euro on him.
Yeah, you can't.
But like, he's lost everything there is to lose.
He really has.
He's lost everything there is to lose. He's come in 2nd place in the Premier League, I think once or twice.
Yep. Champions League. Took a
Champions League.
Out.
Yeah. I mean, he's lost everything there is to lose. But but the question is, can Nuno change his mind, and can they turn it around?
It's a waiting game. We'll have to see.
Yeah. That's gonna be exciting though, because I think the entire thing this ends after this week. Because
Really?
now he's in form. Now he's in form. So there's no
Okay.
like excuse for him not to start by saying, "Oh, he hasn't he started training with us 2 days ago. He's not in form."
Well, yeah. If he doesn't start, if he's not even on the bench, then
Yeah.
he's gonna go. But
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting though, no matter what.
yep.
Now, on to the look ahead. So we've got some new rules
New rules.
for
Brand new.
this season. So you know what? We looked back, we updated it a little bit because I think last year it kind of got out of hand where I got out to such a big lead that you could not even fathomably catch up. So now this year, so just as last year, we have 1 point for the correct result, like a win or a loss for a certain team.
Yep.
You get 1 point for a single team's correct score, and 3 for the exact score of the game and predicted winner. Now you guys may remember the guarantee from last year. So you could get 3 points for a guaranteed picked win and -3 for a loss.
Mm-hmm.
Which is inevitably would actually sunk you last year.
Yep. My guarantees were awful.
Yeah. I think you tied twice and lost one.
Yep.
In the span where I won all 3. And then so now the new guarantee rule and you have to be able to do it with points that you have, but you can wager up to 10 points, sort of like what's it called? Like in Jeopardy, the Daily Double.
Yep.
Where you can wager as much as you have, up to 10 points, but you have to have those points first. It's not like you can bet whatever you have. So you can't go into the negatives. Yeah. But so however many points you wager, they win, you get those points. They lose, you lose those points, and they tie, you get nothing.
Okay.
So yeah. So since you can only wager with the points you have, the first week there is no wager.
Yep.
I mean, you can't.
Or should we do should we do the old? Actually, never mind. Yeah, no guarantee.
Let's just stick with the wager. But okay, so the big games for the week, we're continuing with that, the 3 big games, and then the other games that you can choose for your wager. We have Arsenal Chelsea, big London match and big bounce back game for Arsenal, and Chelsea could cement themselves as one of the top teams in London if they haven't already.
Yep. Your thoughts?
I think 2-0 Chelsea. I think 2-0 Chelsea.
2-0 Chelsea. I'm gonna go. I think Chelsea give up 1, but I think they scored 3. 3-1 Chelsea.
I was between that. I think it's definitely gonna be a 2-goal difference.
Mm-hmm.
So now our next game, West Ham Leicester. I mean, 2 teams that battled it out for the top 5 last year, square off, and I think West Ham gets the better of them.
Okay.
Even though I have West Ham finishing lower in my prediction standings, I think West Ham gets the better of them here, 2-1.
2-1 West Ham. For me, this is a 1-0 win for West Ham. I'm confident in this West Ham team. Actually, you know what? Scratch the 1-0. 2-0.
2-0.
I'm that confident in West Ham.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I like the way they played.
I just think Vardy's gang 1. I think he just will.
Yeah. He's a machine.
And now the last big game, we got Leeds Everton. Can Leeds rebound after an awful loss, especially against a good Everton team? I think Leeds pulls it out 2-0. And the reason I say 2-0 is because we know from last year, Leeds is a huge momentum team.
They are.
They either let up a lot or they dominate.
Mm-hmm.
Like we saw last game, they played awful, and they let up 5 goals.
A lot.
So, but also we've seen games where they blow out better teams than them.
Yep.
It's all about momentum with Leeds, and I think they get the momentum early in this one. I think weird prediction, but I think Bamford gets an early goal, like first 10 minutes of that game, and then Leeds rides that momentum wave for the rest of the game.
All right. I don't like Leeds the way they started. I like Everton a lot, especially with Richarlison. The way you saw his Olympics, right?
Yeah.
The way he played in the Olympics was nasty. 2-0 Everton win.
Yeah. I get that. I think Leeds going out on branch with Leeds. I mean, I have nothing to lose with that. It's not like it's my wager, so
Yeah.
I have nothing to lose. I hope Leeds can pull it out though.
Yeah. We'll
Now,
see.
so our other games of the week. So we got Spurs at Wolves. We got City versus Norwich. United versus Southampton. Not again. Brighton versus Watford. Villa versus Newcastle. Liverpool Burnley. And Palace Brentford.
We got a good week coming up.
It's gonna be exciting. I think those are all potentially decent games. I just didn't see a game, like when making this big 3 games, I didn't see a game outside of West Ham Leicester where it was like 2 titans meeting up.
Yeah.
I think there were a couple lower, like potentially lower table teams, just squaring it off. But I think this early in the season, those games don't matter as much.
Yep. I don't know. We'll see. Later in the season, it'll get important. But
yeah, for
honestly,
right now, I just don't think they're important enough.
We saw the table last year, how much it changed.
Mhm.
Southampton were like in 4th for the longest time, like for at least 2 weeks. And then it dropped down to what, like 16th, 17th. So
And then they decided to get blown out of the water by United.
Yep.
After beating Liverpool.
What was it? 8-1 or like 7-1?
I feel like you guys had 9.
9?
Because there were 2 red cards.
Oh boy, was it 9?
I think it was. Was it?
Was it 9? Oh no. It was 9-0.
Huh?
It was 9-0.
It was 9-0, yeah.
Holy crap. How was it 9-0?
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
Yeah.
Hopefully that doesn't happen to Southampton again. 2 red
I don't
cards.
want to kill them anymore.
I don't want to
stop. They're already dead.
That's horrible.
That was, yeah.
All right. I'm sorry, Southampton fans,
Yeah.
but we might have to do it again.
With Pogba playing the way he is,
If he
you
is,
never know. That could be. Imagine the goal differential, though.
it would be
Imagine.
it would be
if you
absurd.
guys
Well,
pulled
it's
ahead.
already +3 for United. No,
plus
+4.
Plus 4.
Yeah,
Yeah,
plus
so
4. Oh my.
If you guys repeat, plus 13 2 weeks into the year.
You know, we're just that nice. Like, come on.
All right. Well, that about does it for this episode.
Yep. That
And
wraps it up for today. Great start.
great to be back.
Yeah, we're back. New season. Episode 2 will come hopefully next week. But
We'll do them as often as we can.
yeah. School is starting and we're going in person, so
Yeah.
it'll be a little harder. It'll be a little harder to record videos, but we'll
We
try and
also
get
got
them in.
school soccer too.
Yeah, we do. We have
Yeah,
school
so
soccer.
you know what? We'll try and get these out as often as we can.
Yep.
We'll try and do weekly, but that's probably not as realistic. I hope we can get a video out every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I think that's a more realistic goal.
I think that's more realistic. Yeah.
Yep.
We'll have to do that.
So we'll do our best. But yeah.
Yep. Thank you
Signing
guys
off
for
for now.
listening. Make sure to like and subscribe. We're the boys in Polos. Peace.